Monday morning, 6:40. Left it a little later because I thought the boat ramp would be madness. Well, Monday morning, as I've said, the sea is a cruel mistress. The swell is much higher than I anticipated. We're looking at about 2 meters, and this is only a 4.5 meter boat. We're at 5 knots at the moment. I can see out to the ocean that the swell is breaking over the reef. Makes pulling in the pots a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, the kind of attack. Let's just go and have a look. I've got the safety clip on in case I leave the boat. Turn the motor off. Life jackets on. Plenty of fuel. We got flares in the front. Plenty of extra fuel there. The tank's full up. Let's just have a look at it. It's going over the waves. I can see the swell over the reef is about 3 meters. So it's taller than this boat. Should I pull the pin or go see? In or out? So I'm at about 9 knots at the moment over the swell. There's nothing to cause this to swell up at the moment. We're adding about only 14 knots, 14 meters. As you can hear from my voice, I'm fairly nervous for today. It's an inshore wind picking up the swell. I got another 2 kilometers to get out there. There's a few more sailors out here, a few more hardy souls before work. You can see that I'm fairly nervous, so I'm going to go to the bathroom so that I'm ready for the swell. My nerves are setting in now, so I'm going to prepare myself for any eventualities. Off with the thongs and on with the rubber shoes to give me a bit of extra grip when I need it. Don't want to be sliding around in the swell, otherwise I'll find myself overboard. Just checking my EPIRB. If I go over, I'll need to get it quite quickly. I might even take that out later on. And I've got a radio in the bag, cheap and cheerful. Check it for hypothermia. And I'm going to release this cover so that my flares will break free and float to the surface if needed. I'm just going to rest it on the top, make sure it can break free alright, so that I can get rescued if need be. Bait is here. Okay, I'm going to clear the area. It's going to be a bouncy ride. So yeah, wish me luck in a different kind this time. Well, as you can see, the swell is extreme now. Over the reef. And I might turn around to live another day. This plastic boat is rolling over the top of them. It's yeah, I reckon this is about 5 meters, so I'm just going to head straight at it and roll over the top in my plastic boat. Lovely. And I'm going to drive along and see if I can find a break in the swell because I don't think this little thing will go there and back. I think I'd give it a go if I was inshore, but as you can see, I'm 3 kilometers offshore, and I'm not sure if I've got the nerve. Seven meters to the bottom. I'm going to use 2 hands so I can navigate the ship and turn quickly if I need to. So, signing out for the moment. So as you can see, I'd be crazy to go over that lot. So that's the ocean breaking over the reef, and breaking there, I see a gap in between. Reef, hole in the reef. I need to get out to deeper water. I'm going to use 2 hands and see if I can navigate my way between the reef. But it might be that I'm going to bail. The water's breaking over there. I'm going to turn around about, oh no, I'm going to go forwards a little bit. You see the reef coming at me, the swell coming at me, you can hear by my voice. I'm pretty nervous. It's going to grab the boat and send me for a surf. We got lucky there in the plastic boat, it just rides straight over. So I'm just going to watch it here for a while and see if I can figure out how to get through. I'm pretty nervous. So you can see the swell straight in front of me. It's not breaking yet. Swell over there looks beautiful. Over there, beautiful. I'm gonna go for the gap, I think. But how do I get back? Do I mark it on the GPS or just turn around? I'm gonna turn around for now because I'm losing my bottle. Beautiful. Looks like it's breaking, and I'm going to turn around. Wow, here we go, full power, the wave's breaking behind me. Wow, now that's full of adrenaline, that is shit. I wasn't expecting that, not with one hand anyway. Ah, that's got to be the money shot that one has. Here's another wave. Wow. Nah, I don't think I want to do that again. That was too much fun for one day. Wow. Oh. I went to hospital last week. They said I had an anxiety attack. I think I'm an adrenaline junkie. I don't think I ever had an anxiety attack. Well, the ocean's a cruel mistress and I'm riding a wave back in. Hopefully it's not going to break. I've got to judge the speed just right to hang on just like a surfer. The shit in my patch is pretty high at the moment. If this was closer to the beach, I'd be pretty fucking happy. Okay, I think I'm safe here. I'm going to turn around and have a look and have a bit of a rest. Shit, look at that bloody thing. Put some ribs on, get over the wave and ride it down. Fuck. Excuse my French. Now I'm thinking, my Crays are out there, and is it worth it? This is what we live for. So, in a matter of minutes, I've traveled maybe 500 meters. Seconds, I would say that was about 30 seconds. If you can see out there, that's where I was before. There's my gap, and it actually pinged I can stop the motor here, I think. Or put it into idle, I'll be too scared to turn off. Damn. I pinged just here the gap through the reef. And that was so that if I did get out there, I could find my way back. Bugger, what do I do? So I'm gonna have a look at the, just gonna sit and have a bit of a rest as my heart rate is, what? Yeah, it's pretty high. And take a bit of a rest. It takes a lot to get me to bottle out. But there's been a couple of incidents here last year where waves have broken over boats and yeah, they've gone down, and I don't want to lose my little baby or myself. My baby, that's the motor and boat, that would be. Babe, my baby's safe at home. So I've let, my wife knows where I am, and you all watched the video the other day, so you know where to find me. I could call in, but at the moment I'm thinking of bailing, coming back another day. The wife just texted me, are you safe? Well, I'm just going to text back and say, yeah, no worries at all. A 2 meter swell at over Ocean Reef, which is pretty close to us. The wind is pretty light for the next few hours, but I wouldn't like to be out this afternoon about 3 o'clock. So I'm looking at this foam thinking, I'm not 100% certain what it is, but what it might be a rip out at the reef between that swell over there and those waves over there. So the water's going in and coming out here. So if it's going out here, it might be a way out to the deeper water. So if I can get over the deeper, into the deeper water, the swell should be less. So I don't know if you can see that, waypoint 70. I've got just 600 meters to go. 600 meters seems suspiciously near that swell. So I do make a mad dash through the gap and have a chance of getting caught on that swell over there, on the breaking waves. You see, what's happening is the swell is going over the swell is generated out to sea, and it's coming up on the shallow, and it's building up. And as you can see, I need to get over that. If I drop the camera, then I'm going to need 2 hands to steer my way out of this. There's the gap. You can see a bit of foam in the middle. Maybe that's where the water's going back out to sea. There's a Cray fisherman out there, but they've got years of experience. He looked like another kilometre out there, and I've got a feeling my my pots are just beyond the swell. Well, or maybe even in the swell. Look at that over there. That's 3-4 meters. Bit too much for me. I'm gonna have a bit of a think about it. So I've marked a waypoint that I believe I can get through the swell, through the breaking waves. I'm not super confident now. Look at that, nice and flat right now. Can I make a mad dash straight through? What am I risking? This. Whew. Well, so being side on to the waves like this isn't ideal, but the swell out here isn't too bad. There's a lot of weight here. It's a long way down, so we use the swell to help me lift it. Up, down and pull, up, down and pull, up, down and pull, up, down and pull. This is a bit better. The bow, the front of the boat is pointing into the waves, which makes it a little safer. The back end's very shallow. Waves breaking over the back end are going to cause the water to break over and fill the boat full of water. But there's maybe 5 knots of wind at the moment. Out here in the deep, I'm at 20 meters. There's no, well, the swell here is only about 1 meter. I can see it breaking in the distance, but what I've got to make sure is I don't end up in the reef again where the waves are breaking. Obviously I'm reliant on the GPS. Up over the top, down again. I'm reliant on the GPS to take me exactly back where I was before. In between the I'm out of breath now. In between the reef. Well, I think it's going to be a disappointing day for me. All that effort for nothing. Well, as you can imagine, I'm pretty devastated. There's nothing in the pot. Nothing in the pot, and the bait's still there. I have no idea what to do next. So I'm just going to chuck them in again, hope for the best. Nobody's pulled my pots because not even the bait's been eaten. That's disappointing. Life and limb. Bugger. So I've taken the old bait out, put new fresh bait in, just have a quick look around. I just chucked the bait overboard. I don't want to be seeing a shark because I wash my hands. So I've considered bringing my pots closer in, but the weight of the pots upsets the balance of the boat. It's only a small boat, and I don't want these pots bashing into my legs as I'm trying to get over the reef again. So I reckon I've just made a mistake, come out too quick, and I'm just going to chuck this pot back in. Make sure I don't get caught. Actually, I didn't even have a look. I was that pissed off where the pot is. Got both hands here. I got 20 meters, so I got to move quickly. Make sure I don't get any knots in this line. You got to make sure that you got enough slack to accommodate for the swell as well. So it's 20, it's a 30-meter line, so I've got 10 meters to accommodate for swell. I'm fairly disappointed. Bag out, bag out, bag out, none, none, none. What have I done wrong? Wish me luck again. I'm glad I didn't take my beta blockers this morning. Got a bit more energy. I don't know if anybody uses these at all. Well, they're weights, and I've just used brake blocks. It's fairly heavy. I'm guessing it's stuck in the sand. The swell over there's. You know what? I really love this plastic boat. Who needs the gym in the morning, eh? Pulling Cray pots. For some reason, this feels heavy. Well, unbelievably, I've got one. Talk about bullshit. And it looked like a baby too. Wow. Take a look. Hello. I risk my life for you. You little thing. Yeah. Hardly seems worth it, does it? I pulled it out of the pot. I'm checking underneath for any eggs. No, the eggs usually go in here if there is any. And here's my measuring stick. Check the carapace at the back. Make sure you don't hurt him while you're checking him, because he might be going back in the water. So between there and there, oh, I'm in luck. Dinner time. Wow, 2 millimeters over. Wow. This one Cray. And to differentiate it from professionally caught Crays, I'm just gonna cut a little bit out at the tail and hurt them. I'm sure it doesn't. And then getting too old for this. Put him in the pot. Don't need any of that. Some people are going to moan me chucking it over the edge because it attracts the sharks. There's another crazy guy out here and a little tiny boat. Wow. The two of them, they've got balls of steel and a little aluminium tinny. Well, if he can do it, so can I. Good on him. So what can happen when you're out a bit deeper is the rope might be too short, and the boys pick up the pot and shake the pot around, and the Crays don't like that. So what I've done, I'm pretty much in the same place, but I've just come slightly closer to the reef. So now I'm at 16 meters. So the line is around the 30 meters, so that's 15 meters of slack. So I'm going to push it in here. The line's nice and thick, doesn't get tangled. Wait, so I don't get cropped. And wish me luck. I don't know why I did that, it's just for show. Pinged, there it is. So I'm gonna head for this buoy over here because that was my passage through. So I'm gonna go back there now. I'll show you a bit closer. You can see the swell picking up over the reef. You can see the ISO lines. This is the reef just here. So I want to get back over there. Look, I can't find that little boat anywhere. I can see a couple of Cray pots in the water, but that little boat is gone. I don't know how to manage to get the Cray pots in and out that fast. I don't see any debris anywhere, but I guess they just didn't like the idea of being in a little tinny with this swell. So this is the scary bit now. I've got the reef over the swell behind me. You can see it'll not take much for the water to go over the back of the boat, so I don't want it breaking. I'm gonna have to time myself in between. You see the waves breaking over there? Look, this is where I came out, but it fucking looks dangerous to me. It's breaking everywhere. Look at that, the swell over there breaking over the reef. This is crazy. This is crazy stuff. There's a boat over there. And where I've marked on the GPS my passageway back, the water's breaking. So I'm a little bit unsure what to do here now, how to get back. You can't really see it on GPS, I mean on GoPro, but it's breaking there. I'm sure you can see that. That's crazy shit. And over there it's breaking. You can see the swell behind me picking up. I'm going to time it so I'm in a trough I'm going to time it so I'm in a trough, and I'm just going to go straight for the gap in between the two. I'm sorry you're not going to have shit. Look at this behind me. Bit more speed. Go side on. I'm going to go round it. Bugger, I don't like this at all. So I'm going to put the GoPro down and see how we go. I'll leave it running now. Bugger. So I just attached by a rope by the lanyard on the GoPro, because I'd be ashamed to miss this. It could be all the action that you've ever needed to see. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to follow this wave in and see if I can figure out my way through. Get a bit of speed. What I don't want to do is go through breaking waves. I'm going downward now. I'm on a wave. I'll let that one pass. So I'm going downhill now. The wave's breaking to my left and to my left, to my right. This is as scary as scary gets. Got my landy iron on, got my life jacket on. You can't really see, but the wave's breaking over there, a couple of 100 meters over there, to my left and to my right. Just slow myself down because I don't want to go through the crest. I just want to get my timing just perfectly. Wow! I couldn't have done that better. Well, I'm still alive, and that's the main thing. So you can see the waves breaking there, and they're breaking there. There's still a swell behind me, but I'm alive. With one crayfish, I'm on the crest of a wave now, pushing me downhill. I'm just going to speed up slightly so I don't lose it, and I'll be surfing all the way home. Well, I can't tell you how disappointing it was not to get, well, just to get the one crayfish, but I've never been so alive. The adrenaline rush is just massive. I'm sorry if the GoPro didn't really demonstrate how amazing that was to get through the gap in the reef. I can't take any more of this. I don't think my heart can take any more of it either. I had such a ball. I caught one crayfish, really disappointing, but man, that was adrenaline max. I must have spent maybe $1.50 on fuel to get out here, and with every penny of it. So I'm going to see if I can catch a wave to ride myself back to Two Rocks. So I'm going to go back home, and what's the saying? Go home and live to fight another day. We'll just go straight over the top here. Beautiful. And as soon as the waves come, oh, it's right behind me, so I'm going to power up here. And this is what I mean by wave running. You're going to run it before the reef, before the wave breaks.